They're too opinionated. I'm like, wait, I've done your interview. You said you worked with kids. You understand kids. What is this? Next day, she was gone. Now, the one I got right after her was the oldest I've ever been with. Okay. And I was willing to give it a try. I was like, because, the older ones are they come in with their knowledge, they come with their experience, but sometimes try to insert it and they kind of try to really impress it on you. You understand? So it's kind of like they come with their set ways because they feel like they have a lot of experience. You meaning mama. You mean mama. Okay? So giving it a try. She was organized, she was clean, she had a routine with the kids, she could cook one hell of a pilau. I was like, okay, fine. We can try it out. But she had some traits which are not so cool. Come last week, boys fall sick. Everybody's tense in the house. And, these nannies, sometimes you ask them something, they feel like you're directing it badly towards them. So she was in her feelings, and it was awkward for a bit, but we moved on. Then I don't know what told me on Saturday something was not right. And come to find out, this chiller has been nicking our stuff. She's been over there just, gifting herself one thing after another. I have never experienced that in my life. I was in utter shock, but I thank God I found out what I found out, but it was shocking nonetheless. So she destabilized my life completely. She came in and she was a blessing. I would lie, she was a blessing for however long she was a blessing for. But as she was a blessing to me, she was also blessing herself. And then now I have to start another routine with somebody else. It is nuts. So yes, they come with their share of blessings and at the same time, their share of heartache. Miss Nani, if you're listening out there, take us slowly, Maze. As in, we try our best. Because even usually hear stories about nannies. Sometimes even you can pay them even just the best amount of money, even if it's 50K. But when somebody decides that they are just not going to be a good person, that is a character flaw. So even when I usually see guys trying to share their experiences online on Facebook, and they try to, tell people like, this is what I'm going through with my nanny, this is what's been happening, blah, blah, blah. And guys are like, you are not treating her right, you're making her do this and that, you're making her lamba your floor. No, that's not the case. It's just that sometimes they take kindness for weakness. Sometimes they do not want to understand where you're coming from. Sometimes they feel in their mind that things should go a certain way. When it doesn't, like, it becomes dialing tone in your head. Like they cannot move past it. So I know you guys who are pursuing these jobs. They're very noble jobs like teachers because you are there taking care of you're second in command after us parents. So we expect you to treat our homes and our children just like we do. So when you're coming in, come with the mindset of you're coming to work. Get your shmonies, get your coins, and do well for yourself in life. By the time you go over here, you're messing up with somebody's house, Mazi. You're messing up for yourself as well. Needless to say, she's gone back home and he has to do that story as Tambiad within her hood, whatever. I don't care. She needs to move on in her life. But at the end of the day, also it's a thing of when you have your instincts, always trust them. That is my rant of the day. My rant, because my morning has been destabilized. It's all about Wellness Wednesdays this morning. Would love to hear from you guys. All plus 254-788-380030. What is your, for lack of a better word, Miss Botch story? I saw those influencer the other day who put out pictures of her nanny who would dress in all her clothes, all of them, and take pictures, which I didn't feel was a bad thing. Like even when we were growing up, the nannies in our hood, even in my own house, they go and dress in my mom's clothes, go take pictures and turn them back. As in like, Unless I can chow, I don't see there's any problem with that. But this Chile was livid. She's finding all her clothes over there on TikTok. She was big mad, okay? So sometimes things happen, sometimes you just have to understand. Yes, as long as you're taking care of your children well. Yeah, I think wearing your clothes is not such a big deal, but everybody is different. What is your story? Let's talk about it. Dear Miss Much, what are you doing to us? +254 788 380030. We can't live with you. We can't live without you. If you're listening this morning and you're a blessing in the home you're in, continue to be a blessing. I pour more blessings on you because when you are priceless, you are priceless. Yani, when you are that person who's raw, Safi, and you've come to bless a home, you're the best thing that could happen to anyone because you settle their mind. You put their mind at ease. They know everything is well. Their home is safe. Their children are safe, and that you have the best will for that family. So if you're that kind of a person and you're working in a home right now and you're watching this, blessings, blessings, blessings on you. If you're not, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Let's go back into the music. We're celebrating women this Wednesday. We're also about that dance on Wednesdays. Our favorite part for me and Bosco. We've been doing it since last week. We've been doing it. He did it yesterday. He was confused about the days. So let's get into Dance Hall Wednesdays this morning as we continue to chop it up about what's trending in Kenya today.
Kuna maziwa na maji utanipata maskani chinchila na mifemi one killer mjusi kafiri ni shadow kwa Godzilla makreti ziletwe na tukunywa tubebe matambla usilete tunakunywa kwa pembe.
Good morning world. You're listening to Icon Radio, your number one entertainment plug.
Vijana barubaru na wewe ya dada I'm on a romantic call. Baby panda mti kama network ni blanda. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe safa elewe. I'm on a romantic call. Nimekunokia na techno kuhanga papana. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe. Leo nimebai bamba, leta mamako tuonge. Tulikosana tangu masikio nitoboe. Hii namba ni ya msee wa movie hapa base. Usireply hata kikutext. Uliwacha kubonda tangu kuku zenu ziende missing. Mliacha kushuku ule mkisi kuna ukame. Na hopa bako aliunda fence. Naogopa sana kuliwe na fisi. I'm on a romantic call. Baby panda mti kama network ni blanda. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe safa elewe. I'm on a romantic call. Nimekunokia na techno kuhanga papana. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe. Kielewe, kielewe, keke. Lazima nikuweke, kielewe, kielewe, keke. Lazima nikuweke, kielewe, kielewe, keke. Lazima nikuweke, kielewe, kielewe, keke. Lazima nikuweke.
Some balls nipigane juu yako, nibonge na God nimwitishe bei yako, nilale chini unikalie kichapo, nibonge na gang ndo tufike rorasho, pia nadai tuwatese Nairobi hadi da, couple goals too much outfits Adidas, kubali ni kushike ni kukunjie kwa cab, shukuru ex wako, I'm glad alikudamp, my gold una glitter, fashion killer, grass is greener when the thighs are thicker, na picture yo tumbo ikiget bigger, nataka kaboy unadeka kwena sister. 2 hours on a video call na we. Who feel like a minute, we can do this all night. Ukigolo akuna low, says break. Uko lonely, I'ma cruise to your end.
I'm on a romantic call. Baby kona mti kama network ni blanda. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe safa elewe. I'm on a romantic call. Nimekunokia na techno kuhanga papana. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe. Kielewe, kielewe, keke. Lazima nikuweke, kielewe, kielewe, keke. Lazima nikuweke, kielewe, kielewe, keke. Lazima nikuweke, kielewe, kielewe, keke. nishapata jiko. Kama cheating ni drugs niko detox. Mfuna nipa uhai kuna symptoms. Safisha signal.
Neza grow some balls nipigane juu yako. Nibonge na God nimwitishe bei yako. Nilale njaa unikalie kichapo. Nibonge na gang ndo tufike rorasho.
I'm on a romantic call. Baby panda mti kama network ni blanda. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe safwa elewe. I'm on a romantic call. Nimekunokia na techno kuhanga papana. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe. Kielewe, kielewe, kielewe. Lazima nikuwe, 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 kielewe.
Made it.
The Breakfast Jam with Myra Maloba.
Like in the way you move, and I like your style.
Vacation, msupa kuja twende vacation. Vacation, msupa kuja twende vacation. Temptation, bikini in a nipple temptation. Confession, asha zima zile temptation. Formation, you're so with the wiggle, baby girl rotation. Live nation, living in the moment, baby girl don't stress you. Locations, all white richer, Caucasians, positions, more pesos, Jeff Bezos, don't crypto, zangu more trips yo, umedunga nini gold gigo, Paul Siso, kasi Jimmy Choo gold gigo.
Swagabala, and I like the way you move, and I like your style. Come and go with me, place where only we know. Won't you ride with me? Come and go with me. Don't tell nobody no. Secret safe with me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I had oh, moro akolong maracha. I had oh, moro akolong maracha. Napenda chali mwenye swagabala, and I like the way you move, and I like your style. Like the way you move, and I like your style.
This is Icon Radio.
Unazaski Icon Radio. Sai Sai.
sitawacha. I might just find another little mama. How long should I wait for your love, little mama? Little mama. Victoria, you go looking for love, then finding the one, and suddenly Maisha, Holly and Maisha. Imagine living your life and never finding the one. I say your time in Aisha, but we both know it's better this way. Manifesting, single and searching, like a virgin, nobody touching. Manifesting, single and searching, like a virgin, nobody touching. How long should I wait for your love, little mama? Tell me, are you coming back home in the summer? You might just find I have moved on, little mama. How long should I wait for your love, little mama? Sometimes my ego gets into the way. Mwendo ukiwa kasi, kasi ya likizo usinifanyishe. Wacha sarakasi. I feel some type of way when I call you and you don't answer. I feel some type of way na sipendi kubebwa fala. Losing my mind when I see you with your new guy. See you online, but you don't wanna reply. Losing my mind when I see you with your new guy. Do the online, don't wanna say goodbye. How long should I wait for your love, little mama? Tell me, are you coming back home in the summer? You might just find I have moved on, little mama. How long should I wait for your love, little mama? How long should I wait for your love, little mama?
You are vibing on Icon Radio.
Magic's anger on the beat.
Kama mzuke mekupanda kwanzia leo niite daddy. I when I hit that spot, baby go me honey. Yeah, I mean, asali tatirisha, utaipata kwa ndani. Vitendo na vipitisha, mambo yangu sifanyi gizani. Sakuni palama za chui chui, tabia za kifisi mistambui. Napendo kifunga kwa buibui, yeah. Baby go down low, go down low, go down low. My baby go down low, go down low, go down low. I make you dance, so giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Go down. I make you dance, so giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Go down, go down. Pendo navyozitingisha, unadatisha nimeshikanisha. One time, na nishapata picha, vile tashikanisha ardhi na mbingu katikati. Nijenge puli ya mado, baby girl utashawa na mado. Imagine, shopping uende Bangkok, itisha only night. Baby go down low, go down low, go down low. My baby go down low, go down low, go down low. I make you dance, so giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Go down. I make you dance, so giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Go down, go down. Kwa tabu ya gada,
Sabacho yagara. The way you shake your biggie bam bam. Kubachi dongo nzomenyo mugongo. I don't sit down, baby, don't sit down. I'm about to dash my girl. Mukwano sundana low, baby, go down low, go down low, go down low. My baby, go down low, go down low, go down low. I make you dance, oh. Shake your bum bum, bum bum. Shake your bum bum, bum bum bum. Shake your bum bum, bum bum. Shake your bum bum, bum bum. Giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Go down, go down. Giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Go down. I make you dance. Giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Go down, go down. Giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Go down, go down, yeah. Go down, go down, yeah. Go down, go down, yeah. Go down, go down, yeah.
Simba Sound Production.
Go down, go down, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
He completely disappeared from the scene, apparently, after an infamous deal gone bad. That is the one and only Nai Boy, who was formerly known as Rap Damo. It is said that he relocated to the state. He's doing this, that, and the other to survive. He was super talented. Super talented. I heard he went to our school, but apparently he was a year below us, and he was known to be sitting at the stairs always writing down lyrics. So he was serious about his craft. He was serious about his music, and you could tell when it came through the speakers. It's just unfortunate sometimes reading the fine print is so important, and it kind of just led to the fall of yet another amazing artist. But we continue to celebrate him right here on the Breakfast Jam as we show love for music that was produced and put out back in the day. It is a Breakfast Jam, and today we are discussing topics that have been trending. Now, there's one particular one that has been circulating. It's been quite tough. Now, I normally don't like, speaking on, certain incidences that lead to an unaliving of someone. But I think this is something that has been the topic of discussion for the better part of the week, and it'll be hard not to discuss it, And it's something we've also covered here on the Breakfast Jam before. And so let me give you the backstory, okay? So, news was going around on Sunday that one particular famous actress's daughter had unalived herself, okay? Nobody knew the circumstances that led to it. Nobody could quite understand what happened. It was shocking. She was only 19 years old, and everybody was asking what happened at only 19 years old. And this is a family that has been plagued by one tragedy after the other. Okay. So it was easy to assume unfortunate incidents. But then now it's kind of like things are starting to come out, things that a lot of people didn't know about before. And this girl is seemingly speaking beyond the grave and speaking to the fact that she didn't have a very good relationship with her mom. And it could be easily described as toxic. And the details that were given were quite unfortunate and quite graphic in detail. It was hard to imagine the person who we celebrated for the longest time having to have, had such an experience with their child, or their child having such an experience with them. It was quite difficult. So it just brought up the question of parenting today. Parenting has changed over the years quite a bit, I must say. And, for our parents, they were growing up through the colonial period. The colonial period was going to be brutal, it was akin to corporal punishment. And our parents, when they finally opened up, they, had one thing, a lot of them had one thing in common, or the kind of punishments they would get. It was quite tough to hear about some of the things that they went through. Like, I'll tell you, like, some of the stories I've heard, like, they laugh about it, and you can't imagine that kind of treatment being handed out to them. But then you get to understand them a little bit better. A lot of us grew up being beaten like burukengs, okay? Like, we were seeing the bad end of the stick, whether it was at home or it was at school. Like, it was normalized. Being beaten as a form of punishment was normalized. So much so that it was easily spoken about. But of course, there was trauma that was carried with it. And a lot of times, scars. You'd even find parents, they've been called in to handle a discipline issue. And some would even come to our classes and come and mete out punishment on their kids in front of everyone else. And then expect their child to continue learning in that environment in a somewhat normal way. And even that used to puzzle me back then. I was like, Allah, this thing couldn't happen at home. It was hard to see your friend, my friends, sometimes being brutalized in front of everybody else. And sometimes you get to see that a lot of these parents didn't know any better. I was having a conversation with one of my best friends, Yolanda. Big shout out to Yolanda. She always makes me laugh so hard. So we were catching up yesterday, and I was just talking about this whole thing about toxic parenting because, of course, we grew up together. We knew how we were together in high school and stuff like that, and what each other went through. And I was like, what we went through and what kids are going through right now is just a complete difference in comparison. Kids nowadays are a bit more opinionated. Like, even my kids tell me, stop shouting at me. I'm like, taken aback. And I think, am I scarring my child? And I calm down and then try to explain it. Sometimes even say sorry. And she was also shocked. She was like, a child sometimes calls her out. And as much as she wants to be like, but why were you listening to my conversation? Or why were you doing this or that? The time she's thrown back, she goes, she thinks about it, then comes back and says, yeah, I'm sorry. Parenting has changed. And so I'm in this group of moms, and some of them were, opening up about how hard it is for them to raise their teenagers nowadays. Like, they kind of like need their own support groups. You grew up cuddling your child, kissing your child, being near your child. And all of a sudden, when they get to that teenage age, they're not telling you anything. They're locking themselves in their rooms. They're over moody. You can't talk to them. You can't send them to do what you need them to do. You can't relate to them. And a lot of people, a lot of parents are here, scratching their heads. They're trying to not mentally damage their kids, but at the same time, they are trying to set them on the right path. So for this actress, a lot of questions are being raised. She's facing that tragedy, but also for these screenshots and voice notes to come out, it's absolutely sad. And I wouldn't say damaging, but sad. So it brings the question of toxic parenting. What does it truly mean? Because there's toxic parenting, and then there's what they call nowadays gentle parenting. I didn't even know that was a thing until yesterday. So there's gentle parenting and toxic parenting. Where do the two meet? Where are you able to put your foot down, but at the same time make your child understand why that is being done, or why you're trying to steer them from a path they're trying to take? I want us to delve into that a little bit. We've had this conversation before on the show. We've had some of you weigh in, sending your voice notes and giving us your opinions in regards to what you've gone through. But I'd like us, again, to just revisit it. And this time we're looking at the difference between toxic and gentle parenting and where do the two meet. Let's talk about it on +254 788 380030. I'd love to hear your opinions and your thoughts. Let's go back to the Dance Hall Wednesdays as we continue to wiggle our butts in our seat. If you want to show me how you do yours, again, send me your video on +254 788 380030. I'd love to see how you get about it. If you're walking down the street and you're enjoying the music, hit me up. Of course, send in your request this hour.
The way you shake your big.
The Breakfast Jam with Myra Maloba.
Who that? Yeah, I me that. All day me I go through trouble. Money got me walking on a double. Me can't sleep cause this life is a battle. Sleep a little bit, you might just get shot. Tax money, rent money, food money, fuel money, power money, water money, health money, what? Many can't save, I can't take it, can't take it, can't no matter, sit there to support it. So when I'm in the club, DJ, play my music so loud, throw my troubles all away. This was for you and me, yeah. When I'm in the club, DJ, play my music so loud, throw my troubles all away. This was for you and me, yeah. Selecta, kona watu bazine, kube music eja kabi fetu zine. Selecta, kona watu bazine, this was for you and me, yeah. Selecta, kona watu bazine, kube music eja kabi fetu zine. Selecta, kona watu bazine, this was for you and me, yeah. Some people take the stress to the church. Many people bring the baggage to the bar. I left all my burdens in the car, so please go and music in the car. Some people all the time, baba banda. Too much stress, so them start doing ganja. Making money is getting much harder. Sit here, young get up kaluba. So when I'm in the club, DJ, play my music so loud, throw my troubles all away. This was for you and me, yeah. When I'm in the club, DJ, play my music so loud, throw my troubles all away. This was for you and me, yeah. Selecta, kona watu bazine, kube music eja kabi fetu zine. Selecta, kona watu bazine, this was for you and me, yeah. Selecta, kona watu bazine, kube music eja kabi fetu zine. Selecta, kona watu bazine, this was for you and me, yeah. Corruption me never can stop. When me get to the top, mommy never gonna drop. I so hard, never wanna be broke. It's a tough for never people let's work. Like corruption, me never can stop. When me get to the top, mommy never gonna drop. I so hard, never wanna be broke. It's a tough for never people let's work.
You are vibing on Icon Radio.
Burn up, the party burn up. The party a burn up. Arif. Dirty bad mind always have things for say. Tell them we no worry cause we a party today. Yeah, me a bill of cliff Hennessy the bunny ice. No me no cartel but me a bill of vibes. Put couple girl together that me a bill of wife. Big a finger me pipe up in a video line. Y'all now bubble right so then no bother. How you feel have key with no grabber. I'm gonna beg me a light. Me say no that I Hennessy a chase with this burn off no fella. Watch the girl them a dash out the on and want a girl come wine pan a touch and the party it a burn up with them emotion and looking at the crowd that me a bill of cliff Hennessy the bunny ice. No me no cartel but me a bill of vibes. Put couple girl together that me a bill of wife. Big a finger me pipe up in a video line. Selector, yeah. Dance all hip hop, soca, reggae. From the party, burn up and cut dead. And the girl them a roll up, me ever ready. Dog, you missed the party, where you made it. Party so nice again, dog. If you don't believe me, dog, I ask red, then have time to learn it. Dog, me a bill of cliff Hennessy, the bunny ice. No me no cartel, but me a bill of vibes. Put couple girl together, that me a bill of wife. Big a finger, me bite up in a video line. Y'all now bubble right so then no bother. How you feel have key with no grabber. I'm gonna beg me a light. Me say no that I Hennessy a chase with this burn off no fella. Watch the girl them a dash out the on and want a girl come wine pan a church and the party it a burn up with them emotion and looking at the crowd yeah, me a bill of cliff Hennessy the bunny ice. No me no cartel but me a bill of vibes. Put couple girl together that me a bill of wife. Big a finger me bite up in a video line.
Unazaski, Icon Radio, Sai.
Me a bill of cliff Hennessy the bunny ice. No me no cartel but me a bill of vibes. Put couple girl together that me a bill of wife. Big a finger me bite up in a video line.
What's up, people?
Yo,
This is Vivi, and you're listening to Icon Radio, your number one entertainment plug.
Unazaski, Icon Radio, Sai.
Banangit's a boy.
K-Fizo on the beat. Fulai, embuza kwe marira. Ozambe bizibu byo bye marira. Me embuzi zekabya. Embuzi zekabya. Me ajiwe yesoza. Ajiwe yesoza. Shipula, when I'm standing kakira. Gakuta fene wasike mihula. Oh, Zambe. Oh, Zambe.
Shibula, baku bibiondieko. Nina matoke kanku eko leko. Sausage na kulo breko. Alichajiwa kwake ndaka jena mekdo. That got me money, wanna catch it for me. Nikizama ndani, kana skizi ya ngazi. Uneza tell kana penda mananasi. Supu yo crown, nateleza makamasi. Baby girl, na digi ukibounce digida. Kagovli na songo na nipatia kichara unazoza. Sigo malifisa na imenona. Yesmo meshakise na monjoka. Mbaka na wika trio wange.
Oh Zambe gena, oh Zambe bambina, oh Zambe gena, oh Zambe, oh Zambe, oh Zambe,
check it. Anybody mwite Gen Z akona luku za kibabi yoski za Jay-Z akunywangi makali anapiga JD lakini tuo zambi yoski za daily akona kwela nafiga huko nyuma amebeba anapenda nginyo na mastingo ameweza pale kitandani venye mihu ipeleka nikishaipiga inabakia mehema oh hari animaliza oh hari
with the dimples, wow. She's the girl I want. Abalala setaga. Come to me, baby, baby.
Oh, Zambe, oh, Zambe, oh, Zambe. Aishifura, sibam sisura, ha, mubantu anakamsukuma. Chini na roho safi na tabia ni chafu na geuka Jezebel ni shetani kichuna. Mife ni bobu siezi peleka upesi, but you know I can drop that thing to ya deki, cheki. Baby take a bite kwa keki, kwanza nikiben kwa isi, wewe happy. Oh, oline saru sanyu kamu, flow ni tamunga ya sindi sanyu, tumbi za sound baba. Lotlat mwana njagala babia
Fulai, mbuza kwa marira Ozambe vizibu vyoge marira Me, mbuzi zekabia Mbuzi zekabia
Ozambe gena, Ozambe bambina, Ozambe gena, Oza,
Ozambe, Ozambe. Mulelo ngoma weuma, ura keshongoro. Mulelo ngoma weuma, abana batera keshongoro. Mulelo ngoma weuma, ura keshongoro. Abana batera keshongoro. Ozambe.
Yeah, awo kitegeera tubazanyisa patapata nga Myra Makeba mu ngato za butter, Brenda ni butter, good life G eneo zamba ani aluleeta.
You don't know, you're one in a million. Good life. Bring with me this Icon Radio.
Hello, you got a sweet and hot so fresh like bread and butter. With some onions and lights and bread, yo. Yeah, we tell them.
Dani bata, Olugati babata, Olugati babata, Dani bata, Dani bata, Olugati babata, Olugati babata. Oh, I really, really like your body. I love you and I love nobody. Without you, I can't stop complaining. Without you, my life has no life. Oh, let us make an appointment. Breakfast in bed to a battement. I need no disappointment. I made some sweet arrangements. Girl, I need bread and me butter. Bread and me butter. Oh, you got to butter. Got to butter. Bread and me butter. Bread and me butter. Oh, you got to butter.
Me and you, let's go when you're ready. Don't mind me, girl, me want your body. I know sometimes we fuss and fight. Some other times I make you cry. Baby, my baby, don't you cry. I know one day you'll be alright. Sometimes we fuss and fight. I know I make you cry. Sometimes I fail to try. Baby, I don't want to make you cry.
You bread and me butter. Bread and me butter. Yolinga bata ngati Olinga mkuwa etonye chiro kumabati Olusi no jane mkula bango Tudawa kubine dinisa Omufana nyine mbukuba Negativu nezoza Olino mutango go kuoza Mutiro dolanji wanzoza Yeah, yeah
Bibidi Bosco Well, I'm missing Kanye sweet yo kuja Kandi bugenjira zentinda Namafuta ngalina gamala okubetinja Pakantinda Kwelinda nzija Kandi bugenzija Namafuta ngalina Nobukwano ngulina Dani bata Dani bata Olugati babata Olugati babata Dani bata
Radio and Weasel. Bread and butter. Bread and deal butter. Bugatti wa butter. My Ugandan brothers and sisters, I hope I said that right. Oh my gosh, I really need to go there and just learn the language. First of all, I need to learn a lot of languages. But yes, I've always found Ugandan language to be such a light love language. I like Kiki your language. I like Kiki your road. And okay, they have amazing music, especially when it comes to dancehall. Like always, Sumba Tangale. Tangale! Twende Uganda. Tangale! Take me to Ugandan dancehall. Speaking of Tangale, we'll be on this Friday with Boom! One of the most hype shows on the stations, other than mine. And he just brings vibe for your Fridays. Yani after you do a session with him, I say it's for high knees, it's for exercise, it's for dunding in the digs. You don't even need to go anywhere else after that. You are tired, you're hammering, you're done. You're like, you've done me a solid, Tangale. You've done me a solid. So be sure to tune in this Friday. We're going to be having a special guest by the name of Tabby. He's been here before. He also comes with vibes. Looking forward to that hype, massive show. Now, today we're taking a look at parenting in all forms. We've done toxic parenting before. You guys have weighed in. You sent me your voice notes. You said what you've gone through. You've reminisced. Some of you say that it has made you who you are today. Some of you are still holding on to that hurt. But today, we're just going to look at it and jumbo it just a little bit now. We are looking at the difference between toxic parenting traits and gentle parenting traits. Again, I didn't know there was a word for, how we try to make sure our kids understand that we still love them as we try to display them. But it is referred to as gentle parenting. Now, for toxic parenting traits, one of the exhibits of this is controlling behavior, micromanaging a child's life, making all decisions without considering the child's input. So this can be in the child's dressing, the way of thinking, the path they want to take in life. They're just involved in everything. There's also lack of empathy, dismissing or ignoring a child's feelings and needs. There's verbal abuse, using harsh language, belittling or criticizing a child excessively. The one that we still try to grapple with in Kenya is verbal abuse. Physical abuse and verbal abuse. But physical abuse usually takes precedence in a lot of homes. This is using physical punishment or violence as a means of control. We also have neglect, failing to provide basic emotional, physical, or psychological needs. And some families, they're able to do financial very well, providing for that very well. But then now, making sure your child is okay mentally, emotionally, psychologically, is never taken that seriously because they apply themselves onto their children. And they think because, may I survived life, why shouldn't my child? And so long as I provide for them everything that they need, what more do they want? Sometimes they just want to be seen by you. They want to be noticed. Like, for example, my kids get very jealous of each other. They tend to want to compete for either me or my husband's attention. And just because they want to feel like they belong, that they are seen by you, they're appreciated by you, they are loved by you. And sometimes when that doesn't come through, they get a little bit disappointed. So it's best to always give your child everything in life, not only financially. And I know we're working ourselves to the bone, especially nowadays. But even take that time to spend with them. Don't leave them to the nanny to raise them. Be in their lives. Have a cut-off period. Like I will not lie to you. When I started a new when I started a new business in 2021, I didn't know how to balance. I'd go home late at night, wake up early in the morning, leave. It was such a difficult period for me. It's a difficult transition from being at home with the kids all throughout COVID, and then now being able to move out and work. And then because I have this business, it has to be taken care of as well. So, of course, we have to be there for the kids in equal balance. Make sure that they have a roof over their heads. Make sure they're good. But at the same time, be there for them emotionally. Be there for them in an encouraging way that they know that they are loved. Because in these formative years, this is something that you need, like a plant. You need to water and watch it grow. This is what you need to do with your child. Water their self-esteem, water their ego, water their knowledge on things. Be there for them. Take them out, even if it's you can't afford a trip. Take them on a walk, but just give them their time so that when they are going about the day, they know mommy and daddy love them. So we've looked at least 5 traits of okay. Well, okay, moving on simply. That's another form of parenting we need to look at later. So there's also gentle parenting. We can look at the 5 traits. I know Bosco wanted to swallow her up, but further later. Right now. Oh my God. Just say it even on the screen right now is eating me up. I die. Anyway. So 5 traits of gentle parenting. There is empathy, understanding and validating the child's feelings and perspectives. Validation is so important. People usually expect their child to grow up knowing what they want to do, how they want to go about it. But if you don't validate their good traits and only concentrate on their negative, they'll grow up thinking they're useless or that you don't see the worth of them. So try and change the narrative and validate their feelings, validate their good deeds, and try to understand them. Be respectful in your communication. Talking to your child in a respectful and considerate manner is sometimes not the easiest, because sometimes they can get on your nerves, and believe me, I know. But at the same time, you want to be shown respect, you need to give them their own respect as well. Like, let me tell you, my last born, my Lord, it reminds me of our last born in our family. Super opinionated, super headstrong, and if we don't, validate him, he'll feel down. He's my biggest cuddle buddy, and sometimes he can drive me up the wall because I'm like, do something. He's like, no. He just outright tells you no. But sometimes you tell him, you try and validate his reason as to say no. And sometimes you try to explain to him, if you don't do it this way, then this will be the result. Like today morning, I had to dress him up in different clothes because, he's in that point of dipping his bread. So, of course, he gets everything over his clothes. So I'm like, no, you need to put on this robe because if you don't, you'll get your clothes dirty. And he fought me until, I managed to coddle him into doing it. And then finally, when he saw his clothes were getting dirty, he was like, oh, okay. I was like, do you see now? He was like, yes. Sometimes, the communication, as so long as you get your point across, your child will be able to understand. But get it across in an effective way. Third, positive discipline, using non-punitive methods to guide behavior, such as natural consequences and problem solving. So it doesn't always have to be pinching or hitting. Sometimes it can be done through talking them down. I remember sometimes my parents used to talk to me. I used to be like, Aki, nichape tu. Aki, just let it get over it, that because sometimes the lectures would be too long. So I had an option, and sometimes the option in my head would be just get it over and done with. And sometimes our kids, it is as simple as taking something away so that they understand the consequences of doing something wrong. Find other ways of disciplining your child, but in a positive way, so that they take it home with them and understand. Take it home, I mean, take it home in their mind, so they understand that, yes, I need to be able to do it in the way mommy wants me or daddy wants me to do it, so that I don't upset them and have this taken away from me. There's also a need for consistency, providing predictable routines and consistent rules to create a sense of security. Routine is usually very, very important. And it's difficult. Like I told you earlier, when that nanny just destabilizes your life, everything just goes haywire, like it has for me this week. And that's why, we try to treat our nannies nicely so that we can treat our child nicely so that we don't have to break routine. Sometimes it happens. But when you as the parent do it yourself and you don't destabilize them, Mara, you're telling them to do their homework and they're used to doing their homework at a certain time. Then you remove them from that and say, Z, go shower or go wash the dishes. And you're throwing them off every time. It happened to us when we were growing up and we were like, Allah, what do they want from us? And they're trying to be, of course, being in that parenting space, but at the same time, they didn't realize they were throwing us off. So if you felt like that as a child, imagine how your child is feeling. So create that consistency. On the fifth one, in regards to the gentle parenting traits, support and encouragement. Encouraging independence and self-expression while providing support and guidance. Encouraging your child to be able to be self-expressive is so important. Not only in your home, but also out there. Times are different, people are different. A child needs to be able to express themselves, sometimes even to adults, but in a healthy way. And you know what I mean when I say times are different. So you constantly have to have that conversation with your child, but also encourage them to be able to speak up, whether they see something good or bad. Like me, I know with my kids, if somebody does something to them, I will find out, okay? I'll of course go and ask the person, but I will find out. And I find relief in that. Because when they were speaking, I was so scared half of the time. We had cameras in our house. Like we were always checking the cameras because we didn't know what was going on. And when they were able to speak, we also had to teach them the right way of how to express themselves. But it is very important nonetheless. While you're doing that, provide support and guidance. Very, very important. That they know that you have their back no matter what. Weighing on this conversation, we have Smithers checking into the chat, asking Ukona Watoto, see your life. But let's go back into the music. When we come back, we'll be looking at more and more traits, both toxic and gentle parenting. Way into the conversation, +254 788 380030. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this Wellness Wednesday, as well as your musical requests. We've got you covered.
This is Icon Radio.
Classics. They call me already.
Inna the club, boy, come no the phone. Move for me, boy, I shake your bum bum. Bend your waist, make a feel a ringtone. Boy, me I like you when you do the reggaeton. Dirty, go, let's go. Oh, the dan, oh my bammy Joe. Take it easy, no go break my bone. Hey, I go rock your body when you enter my song. Hey, my lover, you make me shiver. Nakupenda, bring your body closer. My lover, you make me shiver. Nakupenda, bring your body closer. Hey, baby, you giving me a sweet sensation. Nina yo tekamba, hey, Nina banja bandumba, hey, Marabamba bampunza, hey, baby, you giving me a sweet sensation.
King of the dance all already don't come. Pretty girl, who you sweet like bum. Bend your waist, make her feel your ringtone. Girl, me, I like it when you do the reggaeton. Pump it up, this bed is dope. Dance for me, clean up the dance song. Me no want a girl when I go rocking my thing. Only me alone, girl, come make we day. My lover, you make me shiver. Nakupenda, bring your body closer. My lover, you make me shiver. Nakupenda, bring your body closer.
Hey, baby, you giving me sweet sensation. Nina yo chegamba, Nina banja banumba, Barabanga bampunza. Oh baby, you giving me sweet sensation. Take it slow. I love it when you go down low. On ponye so I single, I say yeah. Natero kuita anko, zanyanga zanyatepo. Come and show you my people, I say yeah.
My lover, you make me shiver. Nakupenda, bring your body closer. My lover, you make me shiver. Nakupenda, bring your body closer.
Hey, baby, you giving me sweet sensation. Nina yo chegamba, Nina banja banumba, Barabanga bampunza. Oh baby, you giving me sweet sensation. Nina yo chegamba, Nina banja banumba, Barabanga bampunza. Oh baby, you giving me sweet sensation. I can never let go. Baby, no me put out with you. Oh baby, you giving me sweet sensation.
Bokobina. Missy Bokobina. Missy Bokobina. Missy Bokobina. Jones have dogs and the De La Vega dogs. Stop, bang, stop, man, them. Girl, I've been up in a 9 and in a 10. Say me never get up there again. Can be rougher than a man with rubber band. As me come, so me ready back again. Peanut, oats, flame. Breathe, 30 girl, I'm at 10%. King tell Sue tell Shame. 2 girl, 1 time, call it a little. Get the oats, get the supplicant. Get the nuts, get the nothing egg. Blame it up, turn it to your head. Get a girl and just go get your children. Get a girl and just go get your children. Get a girl and just go get your children. Get a girl and just go get your children. Get a girl and just go get your children. Girl have been up in a 10 and 11. Say she never move na a Benz. They say this a week carry me children. Better me set up on it higher at the rate. British girl, spin your life fence. Till up, thicker than the river Thames. When tell match, tell death. 2 poor man, tell them that you're dead. Get the oats, get the supplicant. Get the nuts, get the nothing egg. Let me talk, turn it to your head. Get a girl and just go get your children. Get a girl and just go get your children. Get a girl and just go get your children. Get a girl and just go get your children. Get a girl and just go get your children. Girl have been up in a sitting, me no know. Something where me never see in a no show. As the video you can send it up a flow. 30 mil a feed her back and stay alone. Open up, deep, alien girl, teleport. Shelly tell Kevin says she won't make we have a 3-way call it a telephone. Get the oats, get the supplicant. Get the nuts, get the nothing egg. Blame it up, turn it to your head. Get a girl and just go get your children. Get a girl and just go get your children. Get a girl and just go get your children. Get a girl and just go get your children. Get a girl and just go get your children.
This is Icon Radio.
Ding dong,
ding dong. Nasikia kuna mkora na ninokia kwa do. Ding dong niko ding dong. Kifungwa ni waroro na mapodong kodong. So karibuni huku ndo kwa wahuni. Wangu napiga mechi so mechi na kinaruni. Hali ni duni kuna mbinu na buni. Mona moshi umezidi ukadhani mnachoma kuni. Haya ole mapafu main pole. Ukipiga puff puff na kipas na uchore. Acha ikole haitaki mastore. Na mkona cash cash kaniform tole.
Wanasema ndo ipate zungushiwa na ties. Sarwati weni pen hivi kuzatini
big up yourself, put the thing, push it in, let doctor ring ring ding ding. Baba mena di eye ya bling, grading me piga return well and kapiga ka trim, Nicky smile. Career let's come on bling, asquai, vijana siku hizi ni wa clean. Afenda kila mi lakini chini ni king, nijua nasikizanga, Uncle Jing. Ule mjamu wa manyaru, kutujui ask around you, who are you, ask you should, no one around.
Wanasema ndo ipate zungushiwa na ties. Sarwati weni painting go down in style. Juge miangu ni certain tuna deal in files. Dong didi ding shere yanze basi guza chini down hivi down hivi down hivi kana rombo sa chini down hivi down hivi down hivi guza chini basi
sa ambia mangeus injo isa kana dini yako leo nipate view sa piga maras kijana sikose swaga ha hey ladies what's my name what's my name this a pull up selector the way she move the way she want to me na lose African doctor you know bande bush pa na siwezi vuta bush leo nataka
girl, you're something, girl, you're
Ulas
something.
Vaski, Icon Radio.
Girl, you're something, Ooh, girl. Me love your everything. Me love your everything. You give me reason every sing. Me love your everything. Your smile is everything. And you full of my style to the brim. You me love your every time. Me love your every time. Your remote can change my mind. You me love your every time. Me don't know what to red label. I just give me one take off first. Then after we converse, I'll come in.
Girl, it might take long, but it worth it. Mama, go pray for your son in a church service. Save my son, 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 save my son.
Enough things really was living without. Get the youths, them a fool out. Tell me where you know about me. I grew rough and I grew lonely. Tell me where you know about me. I pray on a song, save me. Save my sons.
We have to finish the show, but I love this song. Radio and Weasel, man. Radio, it will always be discussing the traits of both toxic and gentle parenting? What does it look like for both? So this has been a focus of discussion for the better part of the week, as one of our actresses lost her daughter. Unfortunately, she unalived herself, and seemingly again, it's like she's speaking from beyond the grave and kind of like letting people into the life she had while at home with her mom. And he brought to the fore again the question of toxic parenting. Now, a lot of parents admittedly have said they find it a bit difficult when it comes to their children, in terms of their teenagers, how best to relate to them, how best to steer them in the right direction while trying to safeguard their feelings, trying to be firm so that they understand that what they're probably doing might be wrong and that they're just trying to get through to them. Sometimes locking themselves and being antisocial could lead to otherwise adverse effects in their lives moving forward. Because, children are only with their parents for only so long. Again, I was talking to my girl Yolanda, and they told me she put a big smile on my face. And yesterday I asked her, why did we want to adult so bad? Why did we want to get our independence and get out of the house? And our parents used to warn us, you guys are trying to gain your independence and you will regret. I'm not saying so much that I'm regretting right now. It's just that, of course, adulting is hard. It is so hard. But it's her question, her answer that floored me. She was like, we tried to adult so quickly just so we could party in Crooked Hughes. And I was like, you know what? You're absolutely right. We wanted the freedom to be able to party in Crooked Hughes very often and as much as we wanted to, because it was always so much fun until it stopped. And if you know what I'm talking about. But of course, that wasn't the reality when we eventually got to adults. We now have to try and teach our children in the ways that we learned were sometimes not the best. But how do we do it in the most effective yet loving of ways? So for toxic traits, the other trait is conditional love. Showing love and affection only when the child meets certain expectations. That's when you think that you can, quote unquote, reward them. It doesn't work like that. No. You should be able to show them love and affection regardless. We also have inconsistency, being unpredictable in rules and consequences, causing confusion and insecurity. I talked about this earlier before. Of course, when you're over there trying to steer somebody in the right way, but you're over there confusing them, it doesn't cause anything that could be a benefit to the child. Shaming and blaming, making the child feel guilty or ashamed for normal behaviors and mistakes. I think that explains itself. But for gentle parenting, unconditional love is showing love and affection regardless of the child's behavior or achievements. Next, you have patience. Taking the time to listen, understand the child's needs without rushing or reacting harshly. Lastly, modeling behavior. Demonstrating the values and the behaviors you want to see your child through your actions. The ones you want to see in your child through your actions and reactions. I hope you've learned a little bit of the difference. We continue to learn and grow every day, just as our children. And I hope we together can all learn how to be better parents day by day. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your tips on how best to communicate with your children on +254 788 380030. Also, what you can improve. It's a great way of getting it out there so that you're intentional about it. We'll continue talking about it on our socials. Icon Radio KE is where we're at. Be sure you hit us up regardless of the situation. I've been your girl, Myra Maloba, the Afro-Punk Queen, about to usher in Wanjira Maganjo on Sustainability Connect. Get to find out what has been trending and what's been going on within the sustainability space up next. See you tomorrow.
speculate it. They say you vibrating it. They speculate it. They say you vibrating it.
Whoa, let me see you one, girl, let me see you roll. Come up on the table, cash where you come from. Every man a run around for the get you. Cute girl, now I forget you. Let me see you one, girl, let me see you roll. Come up on the table, cash where you come from. Good life thing, this way never low. Everything we run, we are never run low.
So lovely, so magnetic. You are magnetic. So lovely, so magnetic. You are magnetic. You're so lovely, you're so magnetic.
This is Icon Radio.
My name is Ricky Blaze.
She want me right, want me ease up. She said no mercy, just speed up. She want me fly, she no ease up. She said no mercy, just speed up. She want me dilly, she want me dolly. She want me burn tires and Hindu. She want me flash at it and style up and show them say that me a stunt tattoo. Girl, they said good on the bike back. Show everybody said that you know that. Girl, bumper round her back. Cause if you flat, we no want to see that. Girl, let me say ball out more speed. The broken white line, she no want to see. What a girl hard like that. But me love how she look on the bike back. Girl, she want me ride, want me ease up. She said no mercy, just speed up. She want me fly, she no ease up. She said no mercy, just speed up. She want me dilly, she want me dolly. She want me burn tires and Hindu. She want me flash at it and style up and show them say that me a stunt tattoo. She want me ride, want me ease up. She said no mercy, just speed up. She want me fly, she no ease up. She said no mercy, just speed up. She want me dilly, she want me dolly. She want me burn tires and Hindu. She want me flash at it and style up and show them say that me a stunt tattoo. Things that I do, yeah. Don't got the speed no matter how you see the little rain I do, yeah. Terrible picking now, see what speed can do, yeah. Life like that, we stick to the road like glue. Oh, this is true, she love me move. Girl, they say good on the bike back. Show everybody said that you know that. Girl, bumper round her back. Cause if you flat, we no want to see that. Girl, let me say ball out more speed. The broken white line, she no want to see. What a girl hard like that. But me love how she look on the bike back. Girl, she want me ride, want me ease up. She said no mercy, just speed up. She want me fly, she no ease up. She said no mercy, just speed up. She want me dilly, she want me dolly. She want me